If an elite athlete was injured, would you play him? Good morning and welcome to episode number 53 of In the Car with Clint. And today I want to talk to you about health and well-being. Now, obviously there are a lot of parallels between business and sport, and if you have a competitive nature, business is a sport. And I've been thinking a little bit around people's general health and mental health in business, and in a lot of the times I'm an analogy based salesperson, so I'll always use analogies to help people understand what I'm trying to get across, because obviously everyone thinks differently. And I'm thinking a lot about how my team are elite athletes, but the sport that they're in is supply of irrigation or delivery of landscape materials. And you know, if you can draw some connection, an elite athlete or an athlete in general is expected to go out and put their body on the line and bleed for their club and bleed for their supporters and bleed for their team and bleed for their teammates. I have the same expectations of my team. I expect them to bleed WaterPro, bleed Railways, bleed Lawn Hub. Unless they're not healthy, then I don't want them playing. And I think it's the responsibility of a business owner and management to identify when you have injured players, similar to the AFL or the other codes. Probably the AFL is a good example at the moment, because if someone's got a concussion, they have to sit out for a period of time and rest, because they can't function at their best and they're putting themselves at risk. I feel the same about employees, and I feel like it is the responsibility of the corporation or the owner or the director to identify when people are having mental health problems, physical health issues, and if they're not at their best, it's the responsibility of that business to help them to repair, because the same company expects them to bleed. The same company should be prepared to help heal them. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Mental health is a massive part of, I guess, the dialogue in the world and in business. Obviously coming off the back of a lot of people being isolated, and a lot of people being scared, and a lot of people being fearful around what might happen to their jobs, or what might happen to their family or their loved ones. And so this is just a little note to remind anyone that's watching that as much as I'm sure you want your people to go out and slay it, as do I, it may pay to check in every now and then to make sure that everything's okay. And if it's not, if you want to be a good leader, I suggest you try to find ways to help them find the path back to wellness as quickly as possible. Firstly, because it's the right thing to do, and secondly, you're going to get better results from your people if they're happy. It's pretty basic. If people don't feel happy in their job, they're going to be shit. So that's it. Just keep your eye out on your people. Start thinking about treating them like athletes, because they are. And if they're injured, maybe put them on the bench for a couple of weeks or a couple of days or a couple of hours, but whatever works. Anyway, that is it. Thanks for tuning In the Car with Clint 53. I'm going to go out and slay it because I'm feeling good. Be kind to each other. If you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe, hit the like button. Then I can get the dopamine and ideally reach more people, but selfishly, dopamine. Anyway, ciao.